Notice is hereby given that a public hearing be held on Monday, March 24th, 6 p.m., 14 Baker Street, Patchogue, New York, by the Village Board of the Incorporated Village of Patchogue, to consider overriding 2% tax cap as established in General Municipal Law 3-C, copy of the proposal of the laws on file at the office of the village clerk. At said public hearing, anyone will given the opportunity to be heard.
We have overridden the cap by resolution. I think it's been 3 years now. 3 years, I think there's only 1 year that we actually pierced the cap, and that was, I think, by 1% up to 3%. You do it for the obvious reason. There are two basic reasons. The obvious one is if you have to, we position ourselves too. But more importantly, when you calculate your 2%, if you make an error in that, let's say for argument's sake, we go to, budget office comes in at 1.85%, goes to Albany, and Albany decides they recalculate it and use it, but the formula is similar to ours, but maybe refactors the monies as collected, but they come in at 2.3%. We will then be penalized for that 0.3%, and they take that away in the next year. So the next year, you'd start at 1.75. So this is done to protect the integrity of what we present. It is not being done so we can pierce the cap. It's being done to protect ourselves against sometimes the inevitable. So this is purely about that. And we'll be setting a public hearing for the budget hearing, which will be April 7th, is what I'm going to present to the board, and where we'll be then presenting the budget. We have now a draft budget available, and that budget will change drastically probably between now and that point. It's just a draft, it's the first one. But what we do with the budget, just a little budget background, is we've sent out to all the department heads, asking for what their needs are. We ask them to stay within the numbers that they had last year, and they'll make a presentation. Over the last 2 weeks, and even since this budget that was printed, there's been adjustments starting to be made, reducing numbers, and in some cases increasing numbers. But it's a work in progress. April 7th, as I will present to the board, I will be presenting the budget at that point. But a motion, comments by the board in terms of the 2% public hearing.
So it's really by piercing by allowing us to pierce the cap, we're really getting ourselves an insurance policy.
That's all it is.
Against risks.
Yep.
So if for some reason revenues were a shortfall.
It's more the way the calculation is done, because it's a very complicated calculation. There are certain things we're giving you some benefit against, and if you recalculate those numbers not within the same formula as the state does, and they're inaccurate, you're penalized. You can't go back and appeal to them and say, wait a second, we did point this, point zero this instead of point this. It just is a protection. Like I said, in the 3 years we've done it, we've approved it, and 2 out of the 3 years we didn't pierce it, and 1 year we did. I think we pierced about 1% at that point.
So, Paul, are there risks on the expense side? I mean, can we get nailed because they changed the healthcare costs or the retirement costs?
Possibly.
So there's a lot of variables that are out of our control.
And the issue of the pension costs are the greatest one, because in 2004 we spent $57,000 on pension costs. This year it's $692,000 or $93,000. It's gone up almost $640,000 in 10 years. That is such a variable that changes and is so fluid. So our ability to protect ourselves against some change by the controller's office between now and, I'm pretty sure we have the correct number, and we always go conservative on what we do anyway. We'll add a few dollars into that just to protect protect ourselves on the budget side also, because you don't know. Government promotes programs on the tax cap, or programs on the tax cap. Whether we agree or we don't agree, we have to comply. But part of our ability to comply is the ability to protect ourselves. Anything else on the board? Public? Motion to accept is presented?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay.
I'm gonna oppose on that